right, guys, I am back and we are going to put all of these little pieces together. Feels weird that you're really going to see this one like 4 weeks from when I film it. That is so weird, right? Yeah. So, but I do want to get this portion done and maybe the next one, hopefully in the next hour or two, because I really want to get the insides done so I can clean the mat, which I think I said that like 2 videos ago, which would be 2 weeks ago to you. It's not weird. Yeah, so anyhow, I need to go do the, right after this video, I gotta go change out the, or switch over the washer and the dryer. Yeah, so anyhow, hope you guys are all doing well on this Sunday. See, I don't even know. It'll be like the week after Easter, I think. So yeah. Anywho, yeah, I gotta go switch out that. Gracie just left and I ate lunch. So let's see, where are we? Since it was like 45 minutes ago, I don't even remember what we were talking about, like where we were, anything. So, oh, when those kittens just want inside. It's like, no, not today. You're spending today outside. They don't really want to listen. And the poor little boy, he's not quite old enough, but he was chasing her around. So I was like, it's time to separate. She's a little young, he's a little young, and yeah, it's not a good idea. So yeah, I mean, I toyed with the notion of letting her have a litter because I think they end up being better cats when they've had a litter. But I don't have the time or the patience for kittens. I'm already losing my mind with these 3, and they're just about out of the really obnoxious stage, right for spring. So, I mean, not that cats aren't obnoxious all the time, but yeah, they're very good hunters and things like that. So I'm gonna call my vet tomorrow and just make an appointment to neuter the 2 boys and get her spayed, and yeah. And I'm not really worried about, you know, if for some reason there were to be an accident, like an accidental impregnation with not her brother, then of course I would keep it, but keep the pregnancy, I guess. But I don't think I want her brother being the dad, because that's just, yeah, just doesn't seem right, so to speak. I know cats have a gene that kind of stops it from being like the worst thing ever, but I would just like that not to happen. Did I hear the ink? Wow, these are going up faster than I thought. I was thinking I still had another one after this one. My belly's full. In normal circumstances, I would say it's about nap time, but if I nap on a Sunday, then I don't sleep well Sunday night, which I know a lot of you would agree with that, or commiserate with that, but boy, naps are beautiful, aren't they? Oh, so yeah, we're still, like, I hesitate to say anything about work because this is really not what these Sunday things are about. So how about we not talk about work? I'll save that for the other videos that I'm going to film this evening. right. Man, those babies just aren't happy. And the snow's melted enough, so they have dry places out there. Don't let him fool you. Gracie was so funny when she came out, because she came out right as I stopped the last video. She's like, all right, I'm going to go to work, and I'm going to go get my last spring break Dutch Bros. I was like, oh, okay. Oh, okay. You go get that last Dutch Bros. Isn't that funny how we, like, just think that we have to, like, rush and finish up stuff, like, and we really don't, right? Like, before we go back to work or whatever. That's one of those things that the Atomic Habits book is kind of talking about. It's just like, and of course I'm not that far into it where I can speak like an expert on the book or anything, but you know, it's about building good habits, which is absolutely something I need, because I don't always have the best habits. Oh man, that little boy is just so sad. Do you hear him crying through the window? Yeah, so yeah, I was just like, it's not like you can't get one throughout the week, but she's been trying to be like really committed to eating and drinking healthier. Not that she's terrible at it, but definitely, if you know anything about Dutch Bros, they like, the things that she likes to drink are like the ones that have like the energy drink in there. And that's just not altogether healthy for you. I just love this fabric. I fell in love with it the minute I saw it. I just think it's really pretty. While we're here, we'll just keep finishing this up, huh? Gluey musses. Woo. Another thing I'm hoping to kind of do, I think I've mentioned it before, and I just think it's going to be so much better. Talked about getting my back room cleaned out again and putting my studio stuff back in there. And I think I'm going to try and commit after we do the gratitude journals next week. I think one of my goals is to finish getting that room cleaned out, get the stuff that needs to be thrown out, take the paint that we're never going to use to the dump so somebody can use it, because we have kind of a recycling thing at the dump. And so I think I'm going to load that up on a Saturday. I'm going to recycle what can be recycled, and then I'm going to go ahead and work on moving my studio stuff back to that room again. You know, get it really cleaned up, cleaned out, and hopefully maybe this summer I can get the windows done. I don't know if I'm going to be able to. I'm hoping so. I'm hoping that's a project I can get to, because the windows back there, that's another reason why I moved out of there, is the windows are so terrible back there that the wind blows and dust and dirt just blow in. So at the very least, I at least want to get them, the windows, like get them, put plastic on them, because they're old wood windows. And so, I would really, hold on, I just saw something. Anyways, so they're really old windows. I don't know that I'm going to have the extra funds to do it this year. At the very least, I want to get them cleaned up, do some caulking if I can. Even, I mean, honestly, even if I could just put like plexiglass or something, not plexiglass, but you know what I mean, just like a solid sheet of glass in there, I'd be okay with that. Yeah, I'd be happy with that. So I don't know, we'll just see. That little boy just doesn't want to give up. He hasn't quite figured out that he's spending the rest of the day outside while his adopted sister is in for the day. Yeah, I do think, because we want to have more of a family thing out here, and I think that this, while I have enjoyed it being out here and in the open, it's just really not conducive to still having family at home, right? Like, and when people come over, that's like the first thing they see, right? I mean, I guess maybe not the first thing, but yeah, it's, I think it worked for a couple of years. I think it got me out of my box. But I can't like really record while the kids are still sleeping. And I used to be able to do that, right? On the weekends when they would still be sleeping. And at that point, when my ex-husband still lived here, like I was able to kind of go back there, close the door and film my little heart out. But this room is really echoey. And I think Bo keeps saying that he thinks he's moving out in the fall, but I've heard that before. But the kid's going through nursing school right now, and he thinks he can afford it all. But I'm like, have you looked at Colorado prices lately, little mister? Anyways, but he thinks he's moving out, so okay, if that's the plan, then our plan is, obviously, I'm going to put in a guest room. And I found a couch that I actually like, and I think Grace and I would probably spend more time together if it were like a living room style. Again, not that we don't spend a lot of time together now, just I think we would find it valuable time, like watching a movie or whatever. I don't know. I don't know. We will see. And I kind of miss the days where I could kind of just leave it all like out in the middle of a project and not have anybody like be upset with me that, you know. That kitten is literally getting on my nerves. Like, I'm gonna have to go out and school him about some stuff. Maybe he can go feed the ducks with me. The duck and the chicken. Two chickens and a duck. That's what I forgot. I forgot to put the little declaration on the front. I'm loving these so much. Hope you guys are too. Yeah, we're just down to the 2 here. Yeah, so anywho, I think one of the next videos, because once I get to this point, like, and we get the inside, then I'm going to kind of clean up, and then I'll readdress it like next weekend, possibly. So I don't know if you guys have picked up that this fabric has kind of quotes on it. Yeah, I just really dig this fabric. You know, and I can make all kinds of different things with it, right? Like all different kinds of prayer journals, right? Like they can be like this, and then we can make like the fabric ones that there's like no gray behind it. And I think I need to pick up, I thought I had more black fabric in my stash, but I don't, so I need to pick up some black fabric. So I thought about making a couple for my shop that have like the black fabric that are more like this. And then I thought about doing some like one signature ones that have like, that are layered black and this fabric. I know it's kind of hard to envision it, but, and then I've got some other fabric that is definitely more Eastery, right? Oh, let's forget this. Don't want to forget the taupe. Keep almost forgetting to put these backer pieces in. After this one, we'll have one more. on those inside pieces, and then that's gonna take me a minute too, which we'll do that. We'll cut the pieces in this video and then I'll stop for the next, like, we'll call it a video, and then we'll start back in after like start anew, I guess. Is that the word I'm looking for? Not anew, but we'll start the next video with the man, that bottle of glue went fast. So yeah, I think, barring no complications throughout the week, I think it's this next weekend is when Sue and I have the gratitude journal or gratitude jars lined up. And I got to talk to her this week because I'm not sure what we plan to do for jars. I was actually thinking we might do a variety. That way everybody can kind of get an idea of all the different things you have around the house you can use for them, right? They don't have to be a jar that's bought, right? Yeah, I think before the next video series on these, I'll have to probably just stop by Walmart by my work, get me some more Fabri-Tac. It does go fast, doesn't it? When you're doing these big old projects. It's kind of putting in a good idea of how much glue you actually need to use for each cover, right? Or each book. Because I've made exactly 8 with what was in that bottle, right? By the time it's all said and done. So I don't know if that'll help any of you with like knowing how many bottles of glue you'll need for like really large projects. Because this one was a brand new one after I had already done like one cover. I just couldn't get the other glue out of the bottle anymore. I have a feeling this is going to be one of those ones that has to hang out upside down for a while. Yeah, this might actually be a good opportunity to use up some of the other glue that I have lying around as well to get more fresh stuff. I have some of the Aleene's like clear glue too. I don't like it as well because it takes forever for it to dry. But if I'm making more of these types of journals, it might be a perfect opportunity because I can set them aside to dry, right? Man, I just love these. Okay. Last two black panels. Don't actually think I'm going to go crazy on pockets and ephemera on these. I think they'll have a few pockets and a few things, but I think it's going to be more like envelopes, things like that, that they can put like their own little sentiments in it. And then I think we'll do little like envelopes of tabs, like if they wanted to kind of sort out their journal and like thoughts or whatever, you could do that. All right, rest of those pieces down. All right, I bet I'm getting kind of close to the edge of how many hours I can have on my phone too, so it's kind of a good thing it's wrapping up now. And actually, I think I'm going to go ahead and cut this one down just at this, and then we'll just cut those other pieces in the next video. They're just more of these. We're just going to cut 2x9s out so that we can make the pieces that go right here. And I might, yeah. And then it'll have the fabric going across, and then we'll glue down the fabric like we've done in the other journals. So, all right, guys, I will just see you next week. I hope your week is good. Bye.